ranges up to 12 years based on 5 years as the maximum punishment you can get for obstruction and 7 years for deepfakes. That's because the way some of the statutes work, they actually limit the punishment for compound crimes for similar type crimes. So the maximum is 5 and 7. So that maxes him out at 12. Let's give 12 years and 30 days for the Minor Crimes Act, but that's neither here nor there. So we're looking at 12 years as that maximum there.
Guys, we've got a massive update. Johnny Somali is facing 12 more years behind bars. And that's not all. Legal Mindset have revealed that the judge's decision is based on Korean law, which means Johnny's prison sentence is locked in. On top of that, Johnny's health is in serious danger. Since he's a substance user, going to jail could bring him the worst kind of trouble. And guys, did you know, or maybe you didn't, Johnny Somali suffers from serious insomnia? So don't waste a second. Let's jump straight into the video. Guys, just a short while ago, Legal Mindset revealed that Johnny is actually facing prison time. After so many rumors and expectations, it's finally happening, and we even have the exact number of years Johnny will spend behind bars. I'll show you that in a second. But before that, we've got an even more shocking update. Johnny's health problems have become very serious, and now everyone is talking about what kind of health issues he could face if he goes to jail. Why? Well, you already know Johnny is a substance user. Shocked? If you don't believe me, then watch this video from Legal Mindset. He revealed earlier that Johnny has actually been using substances, and here you can see the proof.
He illegally took prescription. It appears. I don't think he has a script for him. If you watch him in this video, he's clearly on something.
I'm gonna open a private message with you. I'm gonna message you right now. I'm high right now.
So we figured out why he was high, right? You can see the medicine here in the background of Hanky Poo's apartment, and you say you're high and you've been taking pills. It is likely the drug Zolpidem, which also has another name. I think it's called Stilnox as well. So this is a prescription. And I'm going to pull up the ministry. This is the Korean Ministry of Food and Drug Safety. This is literally the Korean website. So it is a psychotropic, it's a narcotic medicine, a Zolpidem and a propofol. But Zolpidem is a psychotic drug used for the insomnia in adults.
So guys, at this point, you've also learned that Johnny isn't just into substances. It goes deeper than that. He's also dealing with insomnia, which is one of the main reasons he turns to substances in the first place. But it doesn't stop there. Johnny Somali is also a limitless drinker. The amount he drinks is extremely harmful to his health, to the point where he even loses control of himself. Just look at his behavior during live streams. You can tell something's seriously wrong.
Let's leave it like that. Let's leave it like that. Let's leave it like that. The wine bottle right here, says in the wine bottle right here. Someone send donation. I'll finish right now.
And not just that. Even Hanky U can't handle Johnny's out-of-control drinking. Just look at this video. While staying with Hanky U, Johnny finishes one bottle and immediately opens another, drinking it like it's nothing. That's when things start to get tense between them. Hanky U gets into a heated moment with Johnny, clearly fed up with his behavior.
Come party. Come party with us.
It's a quiet hour, though.
Okay, you like Diddy?
Yeah, I like Diddy.
You like the song?
Wait. Outside, I couldn't hear shit either.
Then come here and sit with us.
Dude, you bought another one?
No, it's the same one we had.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
You finished the last one.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did.
I'm lying to you. It was another one. All right, come Hank. Don't the bike.
So guys, now even Hank's situation is getting difficult. He's wasting his time on someone who's already on his way to prison. By the way, Johnny Somali's prison sentence is now public, and it's way more serious than anyone expected. Even Legal Mindset has spoken about this. First, let's hear what he said, and then I'll break it down for you in detail.
Likely the minimum, assuming he is guilty for everything, the minimum would likely be around 6 months in behind bars. Because deepfakes, the minimum there would be 6 months. Obstruction, they could give a fine. So let's assume they give a fine. That would be 6 months. If they're neutral, if it's neither good nor bad, right? 1 year for obstruction, 1 year, 6 months. For deepfakes, that's 2 years and 6 months in a neutral position. Now let's go to if the judge thinks it's aggravated. And we have a lot of factors pointing towards aggravation. 2 years for obstruction, 2 years and 3 months for deepfakes, 4 years and 3 months as a minimum if the judge finds this aggravated. Let me say this once again. If Johnny Somali is, the judge finds that this is actually aggravated, the crimes were aggravated, not default, not mitigated, we're looking at 4 years and 3 months minimum. And that ranges up to 12 years based on 5 years as the maximum punishment you can get for obstruction and and 7 years for deepfakes. That's because the way some of the statutes work, they actually limit the punishment for compound crimes for similar type crimes. So the maximum is 5 and 7. So that maxes him out at 12. He could also technically, I guess, give 12 years and 30 days for the Minor Crimes Act, but that's neither here nor there. So we're looking at 12 years as that maximum there.
So guys, as you just saw, Johnny Somali is now almost certainly going to spend the next 12 years in prison. That number is approximate for now, but it's serious. Now here's the big question. Will Johnny even survive those 12 years, considering his health issues? We already know 2 things about Johnny. He suffers from insomnia, and he's a heavy, limitless drinker. And here's where it gets scary. People with chronic insomnia, especially when mixed with substance abuse, are at high risk for mental breakdowns, depression, and even suicidal behavior, especially in a high-stress environment like prison. So let's break down this official-looking health report. According to research from Sleep Medicine Reviews, 2021, inmates with chronic insomnia are in serious danger, both mentally and physically. The report shows that these inmates are 5 times more likely to develop depression or anxiety, which is already a huge issue in prison systems. It also says they're 3 times more likely to get into fights or conflicts with prison guards or other inmates, which could lead to extra punishments or isolation. But it gets worse. If the insomnia goes untreated, it can lead to psychosis. We're talking hallucinations, paranoia, complete loss of touch with reality. That's not just dangerous for Johnny, that's dangerous for everyone around him. And then comes the biggest problem, substance abuse. The report clearly says that when insomnia is mixed with drugs or alcohol, like in Johnny's case, the risks don't just add up, they multiply. It leads to faster mental breakdowns, self-harm, and long-term psychological damage. So basically, Johnny isn't just heading to prison for 12 years. He's heading into a mental and physical breakdown that could destroy him completely. And guys, let's be clear, Johnny Somali didn't get sentenced just for being a bad person. No matter how messed up he is, the judge didn't blindly punish him. The court gave him exactly the sentence he legally deserved. Because at the end of the day, the law doesn't care about emotions, it only follows rules. And if you watch this clip, Legal Mindset breaks it down perfectly, explaining exactly which laws and policies were used to sentence Johnny.
If there was genuine remorse. Now, let's look over here on aggravating fact. When the offender actively led or directed commission of the crime. When committing the crime was particularly heinous. When the crime targeted multiple or unspecified victim and was repeatedly committed over a period. Did Somali do that? And the degree of obstruction was severe. When there's instigation of a subordinate. When there's a blameworthy motive for the crime. A motive perhaps like internet fame and clout and trying to farm this for clout and money. A repeat offense, previously convicted. So by the way, remember, with 3 charges, even if they're in the same type of crime, that's a repeat offense. So number 1 is first conviction, then second and third.
So guys, now you've seen everything. Johnny Somali's situation is not just some regular case anymore. On one side, his health is falling apart. On the other, his prison sentence is confirmed and waiting. The days of Johnny bragging on live streams are officially over. The only place he'll be talking big now is behind prison bars. And honestly, who knows if he'll even survive there without causing chaos or getting beat up. This is a guy who pushed everything too far. So now I want to hear from you. How bad do you think Johnny's life is about to get in prison? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Let's see who really understands how scary this situation is.